I'm going to cut the hole in the toilet seat support. And to do that, I'm centering the toilet seat. I've got the edge of the seat pretty much at the edge of the front of it. And then I'm going to open this up and I'm going to draw a line around the inside. I'm just going to check that 8.5 centimeters. 8.5 centimeters, that's good. This line I've just drawn is not where I actually want to cut the hole, because obviously if I have it there, the toilet seat is going to, you're going to have the edge right below the edge of the seat. So I actually want to set it back a bit and cut a bigger hole. And I'm going to use my bendy ruler to do that. So I'm going to give it about maybe 1.5 centimeters, roughly. Doesn't have to be exact. So it's the outer line I'm going to cut. I'm going to start by pre-drilling a hole, and then I'm going to use the jigsaw to cut around it. It may not leave a very smooth edge, and with this material I'm a little bit unsure about how to make it really smooth, because it does have little dips in it, so I have a slight concern about urine getting into it and being smelly. I know I can use an epoxy filler to smooth it out, and I don't have one now, so that's something on my list, is to get an epoxy filler and just to make it so that the edges are smooth inside and no urine can get trapped in them. Right, that gives us quite a good range of possibilities in where we have the seat, which is quite useful. Okay, so we are ready to install it in the toilet itself. Next thing is to fix this down in place and then to put a toilet seat on it ready to use. I have marked up where I want to put the screws, and remembering that the storm board, well, if you're using it outside, it'll expand and contract, so I need to use a drill bit a little bit big for the screw, because although it's not outside, there probably will be quite a lot of temperature variation. I'm also going to countersink these ones a little, just so they're flush. To fit the toilet seat, normally on a toilet you have a couple of holes at the back, but here I don't already have that, so I'm going to have to drill them. On this particular toilet seat, all toilet seats are different. I haven't fitted one like this again. One thing I've noticed though is all the components feel like they're really good quality, so obviously I bought a better seat this time. The holes at the back need to be big enough to fit this through, so I need to use a fairly big drill bit. 16mm this one is. mention is in terms of the measuring, a lot of the measuring in these videos I've done separately because you'd just be watching me sit around with a bit of piece of paper working things out. But for some of the elements, particularly putting the pipe through, I had to do the experimenting on the wall to get the angle I wanted the pipe at, and then work out where to drill the hole in the wall and the middle wall there between the chambers and the far wall, to be sure that I could slide the pipe in and it would be in the right place for this urinal and at the right angle, and the same over there. And that's a whole separate part of the process that you can't really do on camera, but does take a certain amount of time and thought. Right, now in order to get these on, I will take the seat off again by pressing these buttons. Yay, it works! Right, that should hold the seat well. It's one of those slow closing ones.